Hello, YouTube land, and welcome to the first episode, I guess I should say, of this franchise series. The Phillies 2018 series, MLB The Show 18 on the PS4. We're taking on the Braves here. Battle of two young teams in Major League Baseball. And we are ready. So I hit the button here. Alright, I guess I should replace Alfaro. Alright. Once I make this move here. Alright, there it is. Alright. I think I'll be able to go. Okay, here we are. Yes. Make the move there, and as you see, the Phils first place in the NL East at 17-9. Now, that record is not very different from what they are in real life. I believe in real life, with that loss tonight, 4-1 to the Braves, they are 17-10. There you see the rest of the division. The Mets not doing as good as they are in real life. The Nationals... Two teams will play at Citizens Bank Park.
Brings you baseball from under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia.
Braves come in 9-18. However, they did win the last game against the Phils. The Phils, of course, 17-9. Jake Arrieta on the mound for the Phillies. Phil's wearing those alternate red unis.
Jake Arrieta.
There you see Jake's numbers so far as a Philly. 5 games, 3-0 with a 3.30 ERA, 13 walks to 33 punch-outs.
Which is saying something in these high-scoring
so far, so good for Arrieta as a Philly.
This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the
damage. Inciarte to lead it off for Atlanta.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll get us started.
1-1 count. Good hitter and a good glove in the outfield. Ender Inciarte with 2 golden gloves.
The 1-1. He's outside for a ball.
Just
These
misses
Phillies,
there.
They enter play here tonight,
2-1.
They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium.
Trying to get back in the winning ways.
Not who was going to
in
be
this
the hero,
one.
just the fact that they needed a W.
Get the first win in this 3-game set. Foul ball. 2-2 count to Inciarte. Arrieta trying to put away Ender. Inciarte, here it's the 2-2 pitch.
Pitch is
pop up.
Crawford over to his left.
J.P. Crawford makes the play, and that's out number 1.
The starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves.
Take a look at the Braves offense.
Victory here on the road.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this
Ozzie
lineup today,
Albies,
going against a power arm on the other side.
Ronald Acuna.
You could see a little bit of ambush tactics
2 youngsters with the Braves. Certainly good young talent on Atlanta, good young talent on Philly. And here's Ozzie Albies, 317, 2 homers, 9 RBI, I believe. Might not have the home runs that the real Ozzie has. I believe 9 now in the young going. 1-1 count to Albies. Here it comes.
And that one just
misses, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Even count to Albies.
Working balls and strikes.
Look at the umpire crew.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Fouls it back, 2-2 again.
Ready with another 2-2.
2-2. Fouls it off again, and the battle continues between Arrieta and Ozzie Albies.
The 2-2 one more time. And he fouls this one off.
Fouls it off again.
Just getting started here in Philly.
2-2. Fouls it off again. 8 pitch at bat so far. Ozzie Albies. See if Arrieta can put him away here. 2-2, here it comes.
Toward the gap in right center. This is
Nope,
going to be
that's going to be a hit.
And he may take that.
That's going to be extra bases. As Ozzie Albies heading for third, and he's going to get there. Not a good throw in. And Albies a one-out triple, his first triple of the season. And the Braves are in business with 1 out.
Possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
So 1-1 count to Freddie Freeman. He always hits the Phillies well.
In now, Freddie Freeman. A little bouncer, but it gets
Bouncer foul. 1-2.
Albies takes his lead at third with 1 away.
Ozzie Albies on third with 1 out. The 1-2 pitch, here it comes.
On the ground,
Topper.
near home.
And the throw.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
And they get Freeman at first. Albies holds at third. They looked him over, make sure he wasn't coming home. He wasn't. And that's a big out, number 2. And up comes the veteran Nick Markakis.
Coming to the plate
288,
now,
4
Nick
homers,
Markakis.
9
And he can
RBI.
give his guys an early
Now
lead
playing
if they can
left
come
field
through here.
with, left field with Acuna in there. 1-1 count to Nick Markakis.
The 1-1 home is in there.
In there, and
Strike
it's
number
1-2.
According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Markakis carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau.
1-2, here it comes.
Lifted the other way out to left center.
In the air.
Herrera on the run.
Herrera, can he get there? No, he
Get there,
can't.
so the
It's
inning will
off the
continue.
wall.
And
Albies scores.
The Braves strike
Markakis
first,
on his
lead
way
at
to
1-0.
third. Oh, wow.
And he is in at third base.
And
with
another
an RBI
triple.
Man, the
So
pitcher was this
Markakis
close
with
to
a
getting out of
triple.
the inning and
His
leaving that
first
runner
of the
stranded.
season.
But
It's
the
an
guy standing on
RBI
third
triple.
had other ideas, driving
Well,
in the
you had
first
him
run
down
of the
2
game.
strikes and maybe a mistake pitch there by Jake Arrieta as Hoskins had to chase it down and the throw in. But Markakis going to third. So now Markakis at third with 2 out. And it's a 1-2 count here. Well, certainly not the start the Phillies would have liked to have seen.
Into
They try to hold it to
Tyler
1.
Flowers. Ground ball
Flowers
left side. There is
to
Franco.
third. Throw over
Shoots
his head.
First baseman as it's over his head.
Flowers
And the runner
will
is in to
reach
score from third
second.
on what was not a good throw at all.
And that
he's
is going to
gonna
be an
make it
error,
up
and
to
that's going to
second
be
base
another run.
safely
It's
as he's in
2-0
there.
Atlanta.
My word.
And as a former
Well, that's a
pitcher, I can
routine
tell you,
ground
nothing
out,
is more
and
painful
Michael
than having to
Franco
get extra outs in an inning.
way
That should have been out
overthrows
number 3 there.
Carlos
Instead, he
Santana.
has to refocus and get back to work.
Markakis scores. 2-0 Braves. Well, certainly not the way you want to start it here. And a 1-1 count now to Dansby Swanson.
Into the
Another
box
good
now.
young
Dansby
player
Swanson.
for the Braves. It's in there, and it's
Inside corner,
1-2.
called strike 1 and 2.
24 pitches so far in the inning for Jake Arrieta. Remember the battle with Ozzie Albies, and Albies tripled and later scored. And again, Arrieta with a 2-strike pitch coming up has not been able to put away batters with the 2 strikes, the last few at least Markakis. Swing and a miss, he got him. strikes out Swanson to end the inning, but the Braves plate 2 on 2 hits and an error, a throwing error by Franco. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Phillies first at bats with Scott Kingery leading it off. Scott Kazmir on the mound. 5 starts. He is 1-4 with a 4.13 ERA. 9 walks, 24 strikeouts.
In his last 3 starts. He's either been really
and Kingery gets the nod at second today, of course, giving Cesar Hernandez the day off. Kingery 275, no homers, 9 RBI. And unlike the real version, the show version, looking for his first home run of his career. Hit the third, and that is going to be out number 1. Oh, it's a bobble. And Kingery will be safe. I'm sorry, I spoke too soon. An error at third, so now both third basemen with an error. Franco. Yeah, that's one that maybe Freeman rather could have gotten, but he drops it, and Kingery gets the first, and now Carlos Santana, 232, 3 homers, 8 RBI.
Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
So good speed on first with Scott Kingery.
Nobody out.
And an 0-2 count here to Santana.
Now
inside, it's 1-2.
And got him.
One-two pitch coming to the veteran Santana. Free agent off-season pickup, former Indian. Swing and a miss. Well out in front of it. And that's out number 1. Kazmir gets his first strikeout of the game. Phillies lineup.
Well, keep an eye on El Torito, Odubel Herrera as this game
Kingery, Santana, Herrera, Hoskins, Williams, Franco, Knapp, Crawford, and Arrieta.
Today's game. He makes things happen for his offense, and a lot of times when he's going good,
hey Rob,
the lineup is
I like the pick so far. I think the Eagles did a good job in the draft. Odubel Herrera, 255, 4 homers.
Runner still at first and 1 gone.
And he has always hit the Braves well in his career, and hopefully it continues in this game. 3-1 count to Herrera. Let's see if he gets the green light. And Kingery, oh, the ball is dropped. Kingery, does he get there? Yes, he does. Another mistake by the Braves. They had Kingery picked off, but Freeman drops it. That's another drop by Freddie Freeman. And Scott Kingery now in scoring position on second. And Herrera to short, and that time a catch made by Freeman, and that's out number 2. So Odubel 0 for 1. How about the real Odubel? A 28-game base-reaching streak, on-base streak. And now Rhys Hoskins, 1-1 count. That's not hitting streak, that's on-base streak. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Rhys Hoskins, 10-game hit streak coming in.
We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again,
1-2.
Low, we got action.
Kingery in scoring position on second. 2 out.
This one is launched.
In the air.
Look at this.
Does it have it? Yes, it does. Rhys touches them all goodbye. Home run, Rhys Hoskins. His 8th of the season. It's an 11-game hit streak for Rhys. He ties it and rings the bell, and the Phillies tie it at 2. 2 runs each in the first inning.
Man, he should have put a ball.
Way to go, Rhys. 2 strikes with 2 outs. And Rhys does not miss.
See you next time.
right down Broad Street, and Reese sent it out.
Up next will be Nick Williams.
And now Nick Williams, 1-1 count, outside, 2-1.
Nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
So a new ball
The
game
boys,
here,
these
2-2.
As they take the field here tonight, they'll look to
As
make it
Kazmir
3
coming in
straight
an
years.
ERA
They come
over
in on the
4.
heels of 2 straight wins.
And
Matty,
Hoskins
last night's W, we had a chance to catch
doesn't
up
help
with the manager.
Kazmir's
the way guys are playing. They're showing
ERA.
up to the yard ready to go. They're playing
Fouls
as a
it off.
collective group.
Does
A lot of
Nick
good
Williams,
things happening
2-2,
in
another
this
young
clubhouse.
player on this Phillies team. Outfielder. Both these teams loaded with young talent. And still young talent to come in the minor leagues. Swing and a miss, and Williams is down on strikes to end the inning. But Reese Hoskins ties the game at 2 with a 2-run homer. Couple mistakes in the inning by the Braves. Freddie Freeman. Phillies will take it, and Reese will take it out of the yard. And now Ronald Acuna, 150 in the young going for him. Top prospect on the Braves. Called up earlier in the week, and a 2-1 count to the young Acuna.
The 2-1 home. Hit on the ground out
on the ground.
Crawford fields it.
Crawford, and that's out number 1. Got to get Acuna. He is quick.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to
So
take
1
a
up,
look
1
at
down
today
so far here in
is
the Braves'
today's
second.
Game, the new age, everyone wants to move around.
As you
This
see the
manager
defensive
does not
alignments
like
for
to
the
shift a lot.
Phils.
Maybe a step to your right or
Andrew
left,
Knapp
but there's
behind
a
the
lot of
plate
trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it
For
works out
Jake
for them.
Arrieta. And now Rio Ruiz. 2-0-2, no homers, 8 RBI.
Big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
1-1 count to Ruiz. Phillies had a Ruiz here for a while, did pretty good. Of course, Carlos.
Hit hard on the ground to third. Franco has it.
Franco throws it across the diamond and gets Ruiz for out number 2. And now it'll be Kazmir. So you talk about the shutdown innings, of course, after a team scores runs, in this case ties the game, and that's exactly what you want to see Jake Arrieta do here. 2 runs against him in the first inning, but so far so good here in the second. 2 quick outs via the ground out. And now the pitcher, Scott Kazmir. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Arrieta looking for the clean inning.
Bases are empty here with
there
2
was an
men out.
error behind him on a throw by Franco in the first. Of course, the Braves had a couple errors that led to at least one of the 2 runs. They had Scott Kingery picked off at first, but Freeman couldn't handle the ball. And that's a strikeout for Arrieta. Kazmir goes down swinging. And it's a 1-2-3 shutdown second. We'll go to the bottom of the second, 2-2. From Citizens Bank Park, Michael Franco leads it off for the Phils.
Digging in now for Philadelphia.
347 for Franco, 5th in the National League in average, 5 homers.
National League batting race.
Off to a great start for Franco. And a 2-2 count here. In a 2-2 ball game here in the bottom of the second. 2's wild.
Hits this one
on the ground.
Albies scoops it up.
Albies.
And the throw to first is in time.
And that's out number 1. So Kazmir has gotten some ground outs.
The Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And let's take a look.
Take a look at the Braves
number
defensively.
1 overall pick out of Vanderbilt University. That's
there you see Endar Inciarte at center field, the 2017 Gold Glove winner in the National League.
And the ability to manipulate the ball all around the
and Ronald Acuna
Look for him
in
to
right.
have an impact in some form or fashion.
And Andrew Knapp to the plate, 185 on the season. 3-2 full count to Knapp.
So far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
And it's down the middle, and that is a strikeout.
He's looking
he did not take the bat off the shoulder.
It'd be hard not to because that first inning was pretty much a mess.
Said earlier, Markakis moves to left to make room for Acuna. There's the real Acuna playing left. 2-1 count to Jake Arrieta, hitting 300 on the season. And he's not an easy out. Oh, I'm sorry, this is J.P. Crawford. I was a little ahead of myself. Shortstop, of course, J.P. Crawford. But yes, Arrieta is hitting 300. Not an easy out for a pitcher. 2-2, here it comes. Crawford fouls it off. Arrieta's been a pretty good hitting pitcher over the years. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He chases ball 3, and that is out number 3. So Jake will lead off the third for the Phils in their half of the inning. 2-2 after 2. As Ender Inciarte leads it off. He's 0 for 1. Popped up his first time up. 1-1 count to Ender. Bounces it, foul. One, 2.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Curveball inside, and it's 2-2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
2-2.
2-2. Little dribbler
Foul.
down the line.
2-2 do it over for Inciarte.
The 2-2 one more time.
Looks like they're coming upstairs.
Doesn't get the
This
zone.
is 3-2 full count.
Well, that'll wake
Albies
everyone up.
on deck.
Anytime you buzz the tower like that,
And our Inciarte has a bobblehead night coming up in Atlanta. Win a couple gold gloves, you get a bobblehead. And a gold glove award. Full count 3-2, here it comes.
Grounded back up the middle. Crawford has it.
Crawford, oh, he throws it away. And Inciarte will reach first. He rushed the throw. And that's another error for the Phillies. That's number 2. This has not been a clean game, really, for either team. And, yeah, just overthrew Santana. So a leadoff base runner with decent speed on first is Inciarte. And Ozzie Albies, 3-2 full count. He tripled his first time up and scored. So Ozzie Albies to the plate.
And that'll bring in
full
the
count, here it comes.
Prospect, Ozzie Albies. This is hit the other way out toward left field.
Hoskins makes the play for out number 1, and Inciarte will hold up at first. Nice job by Arrieta on a 3-2 count. Getting Albies to fly out. Now Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman.
He's 0 for 1 with a ground out in the first. 3-2 count again. Arrieta will throw, and Inciarte back.
Now the
3-2 count, here it comes.
Got him.
Swing and a miss by Freeman, and the dangerous Freeman goes down. He's 0 for 2, and that's out number 2. Arrieta rears back and gets him. A little extra on that one.
There's not a whole lot you could do with that.
And now a 1-1 count to the veteran Nick Markakis, who tripled an RBI triple his first time up. 2 triples in the first inning for the Braves. 1-1 count now to Markakis.
In now, Nick Markakis. And
inside, 2-1.
It's 2-1.
Gotta be careful with Markakis. He still has some pop in that bat. He's the veteran. One of the elder statesmen on this Braves team. He's played many years in Baltimore before coming to Atlanta a few years ago. 2-1, here it comes.
Runners on the move for second. Offered at and missed.
And the throw to second, not in time. Inciarte, stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move.
Inciarte reached on an error, and now he has a stolen base in scoring position.
And was able to take the bag anyway.
As the Braves playing some small ball here to try to get the lead. And a 2-2 count to Markakis. The pitch was a strike.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Here comes.
And an
Got him.
off-speed pitch swung
Good
on and
pitch
missed
by
into the back
Arrieta. He
side
got
of
him on the changeup.
Back-to-back
Another strikeout for
keep him
Jake.
out
It
of
ends the
danger.
inning and ends
More
the threat.
baseball on
We'll go
MLB Network
to the
right
bottom of the
after
third. 2-2 from Citizens Bank Park.
Next up will be the Phillies
Arrieta
pitcher,
leads it off.
Jake
There you see that
Arrieta,
300
as we move
average
on
with
to
an
the bottom of
RBI.
inning
No home
number
runs
3.
for Jake. A 1-1 count here
The 1-1 home.
against Scott Kazmir.
Sent on the
Hit on the ground.
To second. Albies
To second.
picks it up.
And
that's out
Albies
number 1.
throws out Jake to start the inning.
So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two
Again, take a
teams
look at
find
the
themselves
National League
entering
East
play in the
standings
National
to
League's
date.
Eastern
Phillies
Division
3 up
rankings.
on the Mets, 5 on the Nationals, and then 8.5 on these Braves, 13.5 on the Marlins. Gonna be a long season in Miami.
Stepping in and ready
Scott
for another
Kingery 0 for
shot.
1, but
Scott
reached on an
Kingery.
error and scored a
He
run
reached
on
base
the
an error and
2-run
later
homer
came around
by
to score last time up.
Reese Hoskins in the
Bases
first
are empty,
inning.
1 man out.
1-1 count here to Scott. Scott versus Scott. Kazmir versus Kingery.
Inside and
Pitch
low,
inside.
2-1.
It's 2-1. Kazmir, of course, the veteran. Veteran looks in against the rookie.
The 2-1 home.
2-1.
And this is down
Bounces
at the
foul,
level as it's
2-2.
top
That was a
foul
good
of
pitch to
home
hit.
plate.
And Kingery, a little late. Able to foul it off, 2-2.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Cue shot here out towards short.
And that is going to be a
Gets dirty,
base
but he
hit for
can't get there, and
Kingery.
it's into
So he
center
has
field.
reached both times he's been up. First inning via error, now he gets a hit. That's a clean single for Kingery.
Stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the
Nice
center.
piece of hitting for Scott. And a one-out base runner with good speed. Now brings up Carlos Santana, 0 for 1. He struck out in his first at-bat in the first inning. Fanatic getting the fans into it here as the Phil's trying to untie it. And a 1-2 count here to Carlos Santana.
Now we'll step off and fire to the bag.
Throw over and Kingery back. Got to be careful there, Scott. If it wasn't for the drop, he would have been picked off in the first inning. 1-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss. Santana 0 for 2 with a pair of punch outs way out in front of that one.
One of the toughest
That's out
pitches
number
to hit,
2.
the straight changeup, right? El Cambio.
Now, the
Hadn't
real
seen
Phils
it
have
in
certainly
that
struck out a
at-bat.
bunch
What
so far
happens?
in the season,
The
and
string pulled on him
in the
right
show
there.
version,
Had
they're
no chance to
striking
put
out
that
in there.
ball in play.
Fair amount as well. Let's see if Odubel can pick him up. 2-1 count here to Herrera. 0 for 1 in this ball game.
Odubel Herrera.
A late swing, and that is going to be the inning.
Force out and his side is retired.
Force out the second gets Kingery.
Phillies
Odubel
strand
0
one.
for 2, and the
Through
Phils
three,
leave a runner
tied 2 apiece.
at first. We go to the fourth. Flowers, Swanson, Acuna due up for the Braves.
Digging in for his
Tyler
second
Flowers,
at-bat.
catcher,
Tyler
0 for 1. He reached
comes
on an
in
error,
0
though,
for
in the
1 on the day
first,
thus far after
and would later
reaching on an
score.
error his first time up.
Top of the fourth, 2-2 ball game. It's a 1-1 count to Flowers.
Sinker misses,
Misses,
that time,
2-1.
and it's 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
2-1.
2 balls and 2
Swing and a
strikes
miss.
now to the
It's
Braves
2-2.
catcher.
Real Phils go down to the Braves tonight, I should say, 4-1. Not a lot of offense for the Phils, but an incredible catch in the outfield by Odubel Herrera, robbing a home run. Caught it in the bushes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
One of the catches
And
of the year.
changeup
Swing and a
swung
miss,
on
and
and
that's
missed
a
for the first
strikeout to Flowers to
I'll tell you,
begin the
it's hard
inning.
to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup.
Well, after the first inning, Jake has certainly settled down. Kazmir has as well, and after the first inning, it's been a bit of a pitcher's duel here between Arrieta and Kazmir. Dansby Swanson 0 for 1 to the plate. 0 at 1-2 count to Dansby.
The 1-2. Swing and a little
foul. He just got a piece. 57 pitches so far for Arrieta.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far.
The Braves figure Albies and Swanson pretty good. Middle infield combo, second base, shortstop.
The 1-2. Fouled off.
I'm going to foul back. Of course, the thought for the Phillies is eventually Scott Kingery might be their everyday second baseman. Cesar, of course, here now. And he's been an important player for the Phils, so we'll see what happens trade-wise. Still trying to find a home for Kingery. Played him all over the place. Swing and a miss, and that's another punch-out. Swanson goes down swinging for out number 2.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound
2 up,
right
2
now.
down for Jake Arrieta.
Last 4 hitters for Evans.
Another punch-out.
All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
(0-2) count to Acuna.
Into the box, number 13. That's out to left.
In the
Does
air.
he have another 1-2-3 inning?
And
He most certainly
Reese
does.
makes the play,
10
and that's
straight.
the
He's
inning.
retired now. Is that
Another
ends
1, 2,
the
3
inning? Down in order
for
go the
Jake
Braves.
Arrieta.
We'll go to the
Hoskins,
bottom of the
Williams,
fourth,
and
all
Franco
even at 2
do up.
apiece.
We go to the bottom of the 4th, 2-2 ball game.
And that
So
will be the
Hoskins 1 for 1, 2 run homers, first
Reese
time up.
Hoskins. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the
Extended
fourth
that
inning.
hit streak now 11 straight. 1-1 count here now in the show. 18.
So 1-1.
An 11-game hit streak's pretty nice,
Taken
but
for ball 2.
it's a ball 2-1. Aaron Judge of the Yankees with a 20-game hit streak going.
He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
He has been absolutely on fire.
The 2-1.
2-1 count, but so too has Reese.
Fouled away.
Fouls it off, 2-2. Including this game, Reese with the home run. Bottom of the 1st. His 8th of the season. Tied the ball game up, and that's where we stand.
Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to
The other way.
center field.
And
Make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Ender Enciarte, the Gold Glover, makes the play. And now Nick Williams to the plate. Well, Reese
Up
gave it
next
a
to be
ride,
Nick
but
Williams.
Enciarte ran it down. 0 for 1 is Nick. 1-1 count.
The 1-1 home. Waves
Swing and a
misses
miss,
for
1 and
strike
2.
Number 2.
Hey, you think back to the early
48
innings right
pitches
there,
now
you
for
thought this guy would've been
Kazmir.
hitting the showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics.
1-2 count to Nick Williams. Here it comes.
Now here's a
Right to
comeback here back
Kazmir,
to the mound.
who will throw to
They'll just
first
put
in
this on
time,
the
and
first
that
for the second
retires
out of the
Williams. And that's 2 down. Michael Franco to the plate. He is 0 for
Next to
1,
the
grounded
plate for
out
the
in the
Phils,
second.
Michael Franco. He got on top of one and was a ground out.
Leads the
victim
Phils in
last
hitting,
time.
though, average-wise. 1-1, 5th in the
From
National
the
League
windup,
is
the 1-1
Franco.
pitch. Tried to
Fouls
crush
it
that
off,
ball,
1-2.
now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Well, besides that one mistake pitch by Kazmir to
2
Reese
runs on
Hoskins,
2
he's
hits
pitched pretty
and
good.
2 errors so far on the Philadelphia line score.
1-2.
Hit down the third base line.
Out of third base line, flag down, throw over in time. A nice play to end the inning.
3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll head to the 5th, tied at 2.
Ruiz, Kazmir, and Enciarte do up for the Braves. 2-2 ball game.
stepping in.
Rio Ruiz, who just made that nice play at third. He is 0 for 1. Steps up to the plate. 1-1 count to him to start the Braves' 5th inning. Rio Ruiz.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Number 2.
Well, the waiting's over. We now know who the Sixers will be playing in the second round of the NBA playoffs, Eastern Conference. The longtime rival Boston Celtics, who beat the Bucks tonight in Game 7 in Boston. So Sixers-Celtics will meet yet again in the postseason. Strikeout to Ruiz to begin the inning. Ruiz goes down looking. He's not happy with the call. Scott Kazmir to the plate. 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
He's 0 for 1 thus far.
1-1 count. Boston will have the home court advantage. First 2 games in Boston. Then the series turns to Philly.
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
The Sixers might not mind, though they're 2-0 so far on the road in the playoffs. Won games 3 and 4 in Miami, en route to a 4-1. Almost gave them an extra win there. A 4-1 series win in 5 against the Heat. They had to wait a bit, though. Bucks and Celtics battled in 7.
The 1-2.
And here's the thing, what we've learned so far about Boston teams. You don't want to play them in Game 7. The Bruins and the Celtics both won Game 7s at home so far in the postseason. So finish off the Celtics before it goes to 7, Sixers. Of course, the Sixers back in 2012, after they beat the Bulls as the 8th seed, in part because Derrick Rose, who was the league MVP at the time, went down with injury in Game 1.
Looking to punch him out again.
But they won that series against Chicago. Then they took on the Celtics as Kazmir strikes out for out number 2.
So back-to-back
and they took them to 7 games in Boston, but really it was a not great shooting night for the Sixers, and in the fourth quarter the Celtics pulled away. I remember Rajon Rondo had some shots for the Celtics from 3, and the Celtics pulled away in the fourth quarter. It ended up being the Sixers in that series. Of course, the Celtics were going to lose to the Heat when LeBron James and company were there in the Eastern Conference Finals. And I don't think the Sixers would have fared too much better in that series, but still, a 7-game series loss. The last time the Sixers were in the second round in the Eastern Conference playoffs against Boston, and now they'll see them again and hope to get some revenge. But, of course, games 1 and 2 in Boston. And the Sixers have a bit of a layoff here because of finishing off their series in 5 with the Heat. So we'll see how that goes. Game 1 Monday night. Ground out ends the inning. A 1-2-3 again for Arrieta. Knapp, Crawford, Arrieta due up. Andrew Knapp, he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Bottom 5, 2-2 ball game. It's fun to have playoffs back in Philly.
Strike 2, swinging.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. The young Sixers. And who knows what could happen if they can get past Boston. Could be a fun series, a good time to revisit the rivalry. Maybe start a new rivalry with those Boston Celtics. And we know that Philly has already taken care of one Boston team this season in a championship. To win a championship, I should say. The Eagles, of course, winning Super Bowl 52 against the Patriots. Strikeout for Andrew Knapp to start the 5th. J.P. Crawford. 7-8-9 for the Sixers. For the Sixers, yes. 7-8-9 for the Sixers. 7-8-9 for the Phillies. And the bottom of the 5th, a 2-2 count now to J.P. Crawford, Philly shortstop. Cue shot, the third, Ruiz makes the play, and that's 2 down. And it's up to Jake Arrieta to extend the inning. Both pitchers have certainly settled in after the first inning. Arrieta 0 for 1 with a ground out. 1-1 count to Jake.
1-1 home. Makes him swing and miss
chased
on a
it.
ball out
1
of
and
the zone
2.
for strike 2.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill
Well,
throughout this
basically,
game.
who's going to
It's
blink
something to be
first?
proud of anytime you
Or
can pitch a
second,
good
I
game
should
in this
say,
ballpark,
because
especially
those pitchers
when it's
gave
not
up
your
2
home
in the first
ballpark.
inning, and that's been all so far. 2-2 ball game.
Here's a little chopper up the middle.
Oh, Nubber,
Albies brings
the
it
second,
in.
Albies
Throw in the dirt, but
makes
a
the
good
play.
steal at first, saves an error
Freeman
as
holds
the side
on,
is
and
retired. Phillies down in
he had a
order
couple
through
drops.
5. All even
In the
at 2-2.
first inning, it led to 2 runs for the Phils, but another 1-2-3. We go to the 6th, still 2-2. As Ozzie Albies will lead it off for the Braves. He is
chance.
1 out of 2 with a
He
triple. The
tripled
first
earlier,
scored a
making
run.
him 1 for 2 in the ball game.
1 of the 2 runs for the Braves. 1 of 2 triples for the Braves in the first inning. Certainly one to forget for Jake Arrieta. He's done a good job since.
So 1-1 home.
1-1.
Is an off-speed pitch
Misses,
taken for a
2-1.
ball.
The youngster Ozzie Albies. Second baseman. 2-1.
It is a fastball
Misses,
in off the
3-1.
plate
Now
for
you
a
want to
ball.
get Albies
He's had command of his
good
pitches all
speed
day,
if he
hasn't
gets
walked
on.
a soul.
Freeman
But
due
we
up.
find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see
Middle of the
how
order here for the
aggressive he gets in the
Braves.
zone.
It's a 3-1 count to Ozzie Albies. See if he challenges Ozzie. And see if Ozzie's taking here.
Tough pitch to lay off.
Oh,
but he did,
boy,
and
where
it's
did
ball
that
4,
miss?
So the leadoff hitters aboard
Ball
to start the
4.
6th.
Looked like
Tough
he might have
call
got
there,
squeezed
but
a little bit right there, and you know
Albies
he's
works
talking to
the
himself in his
leadoff
head about
walk,
it.
the
That kind of
dreaded
stuff goes
leadoff
both ways,
walk.
though. Hitters get their
Oh,
fair
boy.
share of crummy calls
I mean,
going
that's a
against them,
strike.
too.
I have no idea what the umpire's looking
Taking
at
in
there,
once
but
again,
okay.
Freddie Freeman, 0 for 2 for
Freddie
him to this
Freeman
point.
is 0 for 2, but a dangerous bat here in a tie ball game here in the 6th. Albies, good speed
2-2 is our
on
score.
first.
Leadoff man
1-1
aboard
count
first
to
here with
Freeman.
nobody out.
Here it comes.
2 balls and a strike to Freeman.
2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your
So,
pitches.
a
attack the
2-1
strike
count
zone
here
early,
with Albies
a lot
on
of deep
first.
counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now a move
Throw
over to first.
the first,
and the
Albies
runner will
back.
get back standing.
Braves already with 1 stolen base. It was Enciarte.
The 2-1 home.
2-1.
Is
Swing and a miss,
missed, and
2-2.
that's strike
Yes,
2.
I do think they have a chance against the Celtics. I'm going to predict Sixers in 6. They close out the series in 6 games in
Albies
Philly.
gets his lead at first,
1 more game
nobody
played
out.
in this series than against Miami. The Celtics are a good team, but I think the Sixers with Embiid and Simmons just might be a little too much for Boston to handle, with all due respect to their defensive play. 2-2, here it comes.
Here's the 2-2. And, it's
And he
fouled
fouls
away.
it off, this Freeman. Stays alive, 2-2.
The 2-2 one more time.
2-2 home.
And he
Swing and a
fouls this one
foul.
off.
Boy, he left it up a bit. I think Arrieta, or Knapp rather, wanted that pitch down. Arrieta a little up. And Freeman lucky that that was just a foul ball.
Now another
2-2 again,
2-2.
here it comes. Oh,
High fly
again
ball
left it
out to
up.
straightaway center. Chasing after it is Herrera.
That's-
He's
Herrera
there
makes
and
the play.
records the first down.
Bounds off the wall as Herrera throws to second. Albies anchors at first. So out number 1. Well, that carried a little more than I thought it would. And
Ready for another shot now. Nick Markakis.
Herrera runs it down. Nick
Working on 1 for 2
Markakis
games
to the
so
plate.
far.
Tripled his first time up. His only hit so far. Struck out his last time up. So Ozzie Albies remains on first. See if they get that ground ball double play.
And this is lifted high in the air down
They won't
the
get
right
the ground
field
ball
line.
double play, but hopefully they get out here. Williams
is
makes
over
the
and he puts it away
play,
in
throws
foul
to second.
ground for
Albies
the
again
second
holds
out.
at first. So good job here after the leadoff walk. Fly out, pop out. And Albies hasn't moved from first. Now Tyler Flowers, he tripled, he 0 for 2. He reached on an error.
So far.
First inning.
Man at first
1-1
with
count.
2 out in a 2-2 ball game.
And now you don't have to worry as much about Albies. You just want to get this batter, even if Albies gets to second. The goal here is to get Flowers.
The 1-1.
1-1.
Taken, strike 2.
Got it. 1-2. Maybe a generous strike there for Arrieta, but that looks like he painted right on the corner there.
The
1-2, here it comes.
Here's a slider
Misses.
that misses below the zone.
Just misses there. 2-2. Gabe Kapler doesn't seem too happy with that call. Thought maybe that could have been a strikeout, but 2-2 count, here it comes.
2-2.
Fouls it off.
Hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball.
Lucky there. That was a pretty good pitch to hit. It was a curve. He left it up.
Ready with another
2-2.
Lofted in the air out toward right
in the air.
Williams is under it.
Williams adjusted, almost
left for
overran it.
Home half of the
Adjusted
sixth inning
and made
coming
the
up.
play
Get
to
blocked at
end the
2
inning,
apiece.
so the leadoff walk does not hurt. Arrieta Albies remains stranded on first after that leadoff walk.
So the batting order turns over.
And now Kingery leads it off for the Phils, 1 out of 2 with a single. He reached on an error his first time up, and now 3-0 count to Kingery.
Now the 3-0 offering.
And he will take all the way for a strike, 3-1. Well, let's see if the Phils can get that leadoff walk. Bottom of the sixth, a 2-2 ball game. Scott Kingery.
The
3-1. Right there. And Kingery will get another hit. Well, he doesn't get on base via walk, but even better, he gets on base via hit. And he is now 2 for 3 with a pair of singles. He has reached all 3 times. First inning via error, and the next 2 at-bats, singles. Now Santana 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Nice time for Carlos to get a hold of one if he can. 3 homers on the season so far, and as a Philly. Fanatic pumped for that leadoff single by Kingery. 1-1 count here to Carlos Santana. Throw to first and Kingery back. Remember, he almost got picked off in the first inning. Freeman couldn't handle the ball. And he got the second, and then Rhys Hoskins got him home with a homer. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Carlos Santana not seeing the ball well here. 2 strikeouts so far, and now down 1-2.
The 1-2.
1-2. Swing and a miss.
He got him on strikes.
Well, not a good game at the plate for Santana. He is 0 for 3 with 3 punch-outs.
Pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Really would have liked to have seen Santana, if anything else, move the base runner. And that's not getting it done right there. Good pitch, though, by Kazmir. Now, Odubel Herrera 0 for 2, but again, good lifetime numbers versus Atlanta. And he fouls this one off, 1-2. He has hit the Braves well in his career. I'd like to see him at least get Kingery to second here in this at-bat.
Look over by Kazmir, now the pitch.
Ooh, and does it stay fair? No. Ooh. Foul ball, just foul down the first base line for El Torito.
1-2.
That's 1-2.
This is hit the other way out toward left field.
He left, and that will fall. That's a hit. A blue pit for Herrera. And out at second is Kingery. Oh, he had to see if it was going to be a hit. And Markakis throws him out. So it was a hit by Herrera, and Kingery, just a split second late, taking off for second. Otherwise, it's first and second with 1 out. Instead, now it's Odubel at first with 2 out. And now Rhys Hoskins. He homered his first time up.
The Sacramento product.
Ooh, boy, that was there.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2. Hoskins taking.
He's around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Casimir Rather's like, oh boy, I better not throw that one there again. Now, little dribbler. Casimir on it, throw to first in time. Freeman hangs on, and that's the inning. Oh, what could have been in that inning?
And we are tied 2-2.
But at any rate, it's still tied at 2, and Dansby Swanson will lead it off for the Braves. We're in the top of the 7th. Sun setting at Citizens Bank Park.
But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6.
Well, there you see it.
And next will be
very even. The Phillies with one more hit than the Braves.
7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining.
2 errors apiece, 2 runs apiece.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what.
And Dansby Swanson to the plate.
Working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays.
Until he's played a little defense in this game with that dirty uniform.
Either way in these late innings.
Dayton in the pen, warming up. 1-2 count to Dansby Swanson.
The 1-2 to third.
Little excuse me swing to third, and Franco throws him out. One away.
Is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, number 13.
And now brings up Acuna. He is 0 for 2. First trip to Philadelphia for the youngster. 1-1 count here to the young phenom. John Kruk in Phillies broadcast last night said that this young man has a chance to be the National League's Mike Trout. Boy, that's high praise. 1-1. Inside.
The inside corner for ball 2.
You see Grant Dayton in the Braves pen warming up. The lefty. Two-1 to Acuna.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly
on
the ground.
Foul ball.
I always say hitting's a
2-2.
process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row, back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
2-2.
And that's taken high for a
this
ball.
Is high. 3-2.
3-2.
Rio Ruiz on deck.
Rio Ruiz waits on deck.
Something 3-2. Here it comes.
Here's the payoff pitch. Good wood.
Fouls it off. Does Acuna?
Do it again.
Both these teams, a lot of young players in the big leagues right now, and they still got players to come in the minor leagues. Phillies have some good pitchers coming up through the minor league system, and the Braves, they got some good players too.
Hit on the ground to third. There is
third. Franco,
and
that is out number 2. A little bit of trust the process for the Phillies and the Braves. A statement that and a battle cry that the Sixers have made famous. 0 for 2 is Rio Ruiz to the plate. 2-1 count to him. Both teams should be pretty good in the future. And young prospects starting to make a
early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side.
Make their mark on their respective ball clubs. 2-2 count now to Rio Ruiz.
2-2.
2 out, bases empty. Here it comes.
This could end the inning as
on the ground. Kingery to Santana, and that is another 1-2-3 for Arrieta.
Down in order go the Braves. Score remains deadlocked.
So we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time. Williams, Franco, and Knapp due up for the Phils. 2-2 ball game. Nick Williams 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
For him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first
3-1 count to Williams.
Here's the pitch.
Of course, he came over some years ago in Nicole Hamill's deal for the Texas Rangers. Williams works a leadoff walk. Well, the Braves had one of those a few innings ago, and Arrieta able to get around it. Well, you got to make Casimir work here, and that's going to do it for him. Tell you what, give him credit. After that first inning, the 2-run homer by Hoskins, he really settled down, as did Jake Arrieta.
Mike Foltynewicz will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double.
Oh, it's Foltynewicz. How about this? A starter comes out from the pen. They had another reliever working in Dayton, and they go with Foltynewicz, who was the starter tonight at Citizens Bank Park. And, well, they bring him out, and Franco to the plate. This is an interesting call for the Braves. Foltynewicz is a starter. I don't know in the show version if he's coming out of the pen or what, but 2-2 count, and just misses there. 3-2, good eye by Franco.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way.
Knapp on deck
on 2-2
for the Phils.
He doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
Let's see here, 3-2 count with a runner on first, no one out. Nick Williams, decent speed.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit out to
double play ball. They get one, they get two, double play. Pitcher's best friend. So 2 out. Oh, did they not get the runner at second?
Now batting, catcher, Andrew Knapp.
And Andrew Knapp to the plate 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Did they miss the bag? Yeah, the runner's at second. Wow. 1-1 count to Knapp. And he hits a fly ball.
As a play.
And Pop-Up Freeman is there, and that is out number 2.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
And now Crawford to the plate, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. I guess they missed the bag to try to get that double play. Let's go to the bullpen here. Going to warm up Luis Garcia. And Ramos.
Go ahead runs in scoring position.
3-1 count to J.P. Crawford.
This is line to left.
And
is there, and he'll put it away to
oh man, that was
one left for Philadelphia.
Nick Markakis makes the play. So you take a look at the new Phillies Wall of Fame. They moved the Wall of Fame, and there you see where it is now.
And the next in is
Camargo.
We're in the 8th.
An inning that could have been ends.
On the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt.
Pinch hitter here for the Braves, Camargo.
It's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from
bullpen activity for the Phils as Arrieta, at least to start the 8th inning in a 2-2 ball game. One count.
Sinker
misses 2-1.
2-1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
The 2-1.
2-1.
Hit hard down
on the ground. Ooh, just foul.
This will wind up a foul ball.
Just foul. Boy, that had extra innings, extra bases written all over it. Thankfully, though, it's a foul ball.
2-2 count.
2-2. Here it comes.
This is on the ground over to
first, and Santana will make the play. 1 out.
Not a lot of offense to go around.
There you see it. Very even ball game, as I said earlier. 3 hits for the Phils, 2 for the Braves. 2 errors apiece, 2 runs apiece. In the top of the 8th. And Ender Inciarte, he is 0 for 3 with a ground out.
1 out, nobody on.
3-2 count to Inciarte. He walked his last time up, but was stranded. A leadoff walk. 3-2, here it comes.
Swing and a line drive.
Oh.
And that
it falls in. That's going to be trouble. Extra bases. Enciarte heading to third. It's going to be another triple for the Braves. Their first since the first inning, but Ender Enciarte gets the Braves' third triple of the game. And yeah, Nick Williams just couldn't get there in time. Good piece of hitting for Ender Enciarte, and now the Braves have tied the Phillies in hits with 3 each. And now Ozzie Albies. And we're going to go to the pen here. You're going to go with Ramos.
On his way out toward the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave in a tie ball.
Jake Arrieta gets a hand from the fans.
No decision. Ramos is into the ball game.
Responsibility at third is Enciarte. Adubre Ramos, 4 games so far, no records, no ERA in 4 innings. He has 7 punch outs. 0-2 count to Albies. See if he can get him.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies.
How's it off? 0-2.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Ramos has become
Ender Enciarte at third.
And a big reason is
with
his
1 out.
Miss stuff really helps him pitch out of tough situations.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think what we're seeing more and more out of the game of baseball right now in the 8th and 9th inning, big power arm.
Curveball.
Curveball that's all
misses it badly, but
away.
No one will advance. Well, nowhere to go besides, well, I'm not really sure what's going on here. Anyone want to make a play for the ball? Okay.
Throw goes over to third, and a near disaster there, but he's able to recover in time and make it back.
Anyhow, 1-2. To Albies. Let's not try to throw that pitch again.
Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead.
Here comes Enciarte. He scores. Braves have taken the lead in the top of the 8th, 3-2. So the triple with 1 out scores the run. Ozzie Albies, the RBI. Enciarte scores. 3-2 Braves. Freddie Freeman 0 for 3, stepping up to the plate. And a 1-1 count here. Well, this is where you want to minimize the damage. Just hold them to 1. Hope that your offense can pick up the pitching. Misses. 2-1.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you
3 triples though for the Braves, and all 3 have scored after the triple.
Arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
2-1.
Ground ball
on the ground, and that's a seeing eye single for Freddie Freeman. His first hit of the game. But you'll take that. What you don't want him to do is hit a home run. Nick Markakis 1 for 3 with a triple, an RBI, and a run scored. That came in the first inning. 0-2 count to Markakis. Let's see if Ramos can put Markakis away to end the inning with Freeman on first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got it. Markakis goes down to end the inning, but the Braves take the lead. They do so on 2 hits. The triple by Enciarte. And then the sacrifice RBI by Ozzie Albies. 3-2 Atlanta. Now Peter Moylan coming in. See his numbers so far. A high ERA over 5, so hopefully the Phils can get some hits and runs off Moylan. Okay. Pinch hitter. Aaron Altair coming in pinch hitting for the pitcher spot.
Number 23, Aaron Altair.
1-1 count to Altair.
Now that ball's hit
How's
well
it off?
deep
Moylan
down
the
the left field
Submariner.
line, headed toward the foul pole. But
In
it
relief.
been just foul into the second deck.
Foyt-Nawich.
The 1-2.
1-2.
Is a
Swing and
a
miss.
That's strike 3.
Foyt-Nawich came in relief of Kazmir. Now, Foyt-Nawich is a starter in real life, so I don't know what's going on, if he's in the pen for the Braves or what. But Scott Kingery to the plate. He's 2 for 3. Good day at the plate.
Scott Kingery, he singled his last time up.
2 singles.
Fly ball out to straightaway right.
Fly ball.
Number 13
And that's going to be out number
out.
2 as Acuna makes the play. So 2 up, 2 down, and now Carlos Santana 0 for 3 with 3 punch-outs. Steps up to the plate. 1-1 count.
The 1-1 home. As anticipated.
On the ground, right to Freeman.
And on to first with it.
And that's a 1-2-3, a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Braves, a shutdown inning for Peter Moylan. We will go to the 9th, 3-2, Atlanta.
Back in the city
The Philly at night, City Hall.
On MLB Network.
Luis Garcia coming in
to start the 9th inning
to pitch the 9th inning, at least to start it. You see the numbers for Garcia so far on the season. Tyler Flowers to the plate.
Matchup numbers with
he is 0 for 3.
He's gone 2 for 5. He also has 1 home run. Payoff pitch on its
3-2.
way. Lifted in the air out towards left center.
Hoskins, makes the play.
First out of the inning.
Runs it down for out number 1, does Reese. Flowers will take the collar so far.
At the plate,
Dansby Swanson 0 for 3 with a ground out. Steps up to the plate. 2-1 count to Dansby. The Phils are certainly going to need some offense here in the 9th inning, and hopefully they can keep it to 1 run here in the top of the 9th.
I can't tell you how big a
Acuna on deck.
Was. The difference between 3-1 and 2-2. 2-2, you're probably
3-1 count now.
1-run game here
to Swanson.
In the top of the 9th. There's ball 4.
And he walked him. So Swanson works the 1-out walk.
Now batting,
And that brings up Acuna.
Now
he is 0 for 3.
13. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
2-1 count. It's in there, 2-2. It's hard to read a young player. Of course, there's not a lot of film. What they've done in the pros so far in the big leagues. As a pitcher, you just got to keep throwing your pitch. Okay.
On the ground to second. Did he get his double play? And they'll get the fielder's choice play at second.
They get the lead runner at second. So Acuna reaches fielder's choice.
You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Now Braves go to the pit for a pinch hitter. Ezekiel Carrera coming in. 1-1 count to Carrera. Fouls it off. Young players, you just got to make your pitches. Make them do the work. You'll get a book on them eventually, but you got to make your pitches. The Phils have done that so far against Acuna in this series. 1-2 count to Carrera. Here it comes. Fouls it off. He just stays alive. Acuna, good speed at first. Phil's trying to keep the deficit to 1 here. They have some heavy hitters coming in the ninth, including Rhys Hoskins.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think,
1-2.
if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the
2. Acuna will take second. Stolen base for Acuna.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run
Well, hey,
game,
you know
so
what? That is what it is. He's a fast base runner. He took a base, so now you got to just focus on the man at the plate. Acuna can't score if you get the batter here. 2-2.
This is skied into the air to
In the air,
center.
And that is the inning. A little awkward way to end the inning there, but J.P. Crawford makes the play. And we'll go to the bottom of the ninth. Phil's down a run with Herrera, Hoskins, and Williams due up.
Arodys Vizcaíno comes on.
Vizcaíno, the Braves closer, comes out. Saved the first game of the series, though Jorge Alfaro gave that last out a ride. Long loud out number 3. Now Adubel to the plate.
Set and the
1-1. Outside 2-1.
Stays way up that time for ball 2.
Let's say Herrera reaches and then Rhys Hoskins gets the walk-off 2-run homer. That would be nice. 2-1 count to Herrera. Here it comes.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Fouls it off. 2-2. Vizcaíno throws hard.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate.
And at times he can be erratic, so again, get your pitch. 2-2.
Lifted down the line
in the air. Foul ball and out of play.
That will end up a
down the third base line. 2-2 again to Adubel.
The 2-2. Sliced hard on the ground.
On the ground.
Picks it up.
And they will get Herrera for out number 1. Swanson throws him out. 1 away. And now Rhys Hoskins, he homered in the first inning, 2-run shot. That's the only offense so far for the Phils in this one. They trail by 1 here, 3-2. Can Rhys tie it up again? 1-1 count to Hoskins.
Hit hard on the ground to the right.
Round base hit.
Find its way into right field for a
so Hoskins aboard, and now the winning run comes to the plate. And Nick Williams. Good piece of hitting there for Hoskins. Second hit of the ball game for him. Nick Williams to the plate, 0 for 2.
When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the
Fanatic
ball to it.
and the fans hoping to see a walk-off right here. 2-1 count to Williams. Hitters count.
Now the 2-1.
Oh!
Their count now at 2-2.
Swung at ball 3. 2-2. Come on, Nick. Hoskins is lead off first. A 2-2 count. Here it comes by Vizcaíno.
The 2-2 pitch.
Oh, outside.
He had no chance of making contact with.
Just too aggressive right there.
Run over at first base.
And that's out number 2. Well, so much for taking your pitch. Vizcaino throws it outside, and Williams chases. 2 down, and it'll be up to Maikel Franco. 1-1 count to Franco. See if he can pick up Williams. Oof, inside. Boy, that was a nasty pitch. 1-2 count to Franco, and the Phils down to their final strike.
Down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Hoskins his lead off first. The 1-2 pitch by Vizcaino.
Philly down to their last strike. Now it's swinging a ground ball.
And that is going to be the ball game. Albies throws out Franco at first, and the Braves, they have been struggling all year long, but they have come in the Philly and they have won the series. They get the first 2 in this 3-game set. Phils will try to salvage one. Between these pesky Braves, they win 3-2 the ball game.
Good work, but still takes the loss. Arodys Vizcaino wraps it up for the save.
Vizcaino gets the save.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening.
Well, the Phillies after the first inning, no offense.
This is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation.
Only got 2 hits after the first inning. The Braves too, but they made theirs count. The triple by Ender Enciarte in the top of the 3rd, and then he would score on the sacrifice fly by Ozzie Albies. Well, that's the ball game. Unfortunately, couldn't see a win the first of this series, but for the YouTube viewers out there, but that's how it goes sometimes. Phils drop the series to the Braves, the first 2 games in this 3-game set to finish off the homestand.
The loss goes to Jake Arrieta. Just his 3rd.
Arrieta, his first loss as a Philly of the season. He's now 3-1. Footnawich got the win, 1-3, and Vizcaino his 7th save of the season.
And extra C buses are available directly outside.
Well, that's going to do it for this one. Phils go down again to the Braves, 3-2. You see the numbers there in this one. And with the loss, the Phils are now, well, they're even with the real Phils, 17-10. How about that? The Braves get their 10th win of the season. They're 10-18. And they'll have one more game with these Atlanta Braves. It will be Jared Eichhoff on the mound versus Max Fried. Fried is 3-0, but he has a high ERA of closing on 6. And Eichhoff is 2-1 with a high ERA as well, 5.40. Might be some runs in that game, maybe more than a 3-2 finish, but we'll see. And then the Phillies will go to Miami to take on the Marlins, who are last in the NL East. But then again, we just lost a series to a team that's second to last in the NL East, so nothing's a given. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for watching. Yet again, the final. Phils go down to the Braves 3-2. They've lost the first 2 games in this set. There you see them, 3-1 and 3-2. So we'll try to bounce back and get a win to finish off the homestand. And go on the road against the Marlins and then the Nationals. So some NL East play continues before returning home to take on the Giants, a 4-game set. Then the Mets come in for a weekend series. Should be a good one. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Sorry couldn't get you a win, but we continue on. I do find it interesting that we have the same record as the real Phils at 17-10, although a different look in the standings, as in the show version at least, we're in first place. All right, everyone, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around the channel. Take care.